Hello there. I hope y'all are staying safe and corona free. I mean, that's all we need right now, right? Okay, so before you ask me who am I and why am I talking all this, let me introduce myself first. I'm Suguna Veerapandia, currently in my final year, final semester of Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Marketing and Tourism. I'm having mixed feelings of completing my degree. One part of me is very sad that my uni life is going to end soon, and another part of me is very excited about venturing into the new phase of my life. Okay, so let me come to the point. I'm doing this video for one of the units that I've enrolled in, Enhancing Your Business Mind. And this video acts as my career passport reflection. Let me share some details on the results of employability tool that I used in the first week and the final week of EYBM. As you can see on the screen, compared to the first week's result, the result in week 12 shows that I improved a lot in all the 6 literacies for life. It shows where I'm the strongest and where I'm the weakest. I got the highest score for occupational literacy and ethical, cultural, and social literacy. Through these two, I understand that solving problems and making decisions, as well as achieving goals and meeting deadlines, are my weaknesses. So I'll keep this in mind and improve myself on the areas like time management to be successful in my career path. To be honest, I had a very negative thoughts about this unit in my first class. Like, oh my god, it's going to be so hard for you. You won't be able to choose your own group mates. How are you gonna pass this unit? But it all changed into positive along the journey of completing this unit. This is all because of the weekly activities that we had. They made me more confident to interact with other people, to speak up my mind and give out my opinions on topics that I had no experience with, and to actually lead a group, which is one of my weaknesses. I enrolled in this unit because I have my best friends who are also taking the same unit, and I thought they are the only friends I'm going to have throughout the unit. But through the tasks given, I actually made more friends who are still in contact with me. I'm proud of myself because I'm quite an introverted person. Besides that, I think EYBM is about pushing the limits. It made me come out of my comfort zone. For example, Minecraft was something that I never wanted to play in my entire life. But in this unit, I had no choice because it was a group task and I had to play my role. I failed in my first try but got back up stronger in my second try. That's when I realized I should not think that I can't do something before even trying it. Oh, by the way, I ended up liking Minecraft. Moreover, the unit also taught me how a simple thing can impact our lives so much. For example, during the first class, we were told to draw a self-representation using shapes. And I simply throw in some shapes just to get it over with. But when everyone else showed their drawings and explained how every shape they use describes about them, that is when I realized this unit is going to be really interesting. Because it showed me how a simple thing that you do can have so much importance in your life. You know, in the movie Karate Kid, where Jackie Chan will ask the kid to practice jacket on, jacket off, which the kid found it very annoying, but Jackie Chan was actually teaching him a karate movement. So it was like that for me. Furthermore, one of the best things that I learned in EYBM is the Getty pitch. It really taught me a simple 3 steps method to pitch about myself and to sell my story. Getty pitch will be very useful for me when I'm attending a job interview, when they throw the statement, tell me about yourself. So last but not least, in the final tutorial, I had to do 3 5-year alternate Odyssey plans, where in the first plan, I have to plan my life 5 years from now, as in after graduating in this field. In the second plan, I have to talk about the things I would do if I was not graduating in this field. And in the third plan, I have to explain what I will be doing if money was no object. As you can see on the screen, the first plan is quite boring because the degree that I'm doing right now is not actually my first choice. But I I'm not regretting because this major is really going to help me in the future. Moving on to the second plan, this was my actual plan that I had in my mind last time. I'm not going to show the third plan because that's something I do when I'm rich. So basically, Odyssey plan gave me an idea on how I have to plan my future and give a timeline to achieve every goal of my life. I haven't planned my future properly yet due to the workload and time constraints, but I'm planning to do it once I'm done with my last submission, which is this video. So yeah, basically EYBM is very beneficial to students, although it has its downsides, like you have to submit your reflections every week, but always look at the brighter side. My university life was a roller coaster ride. I faced so many ups and downs throughout the entire degree. I made new friends who come from different backgrounds who still stick with me until now. Made wonderful memories with them, like having fun in between classes, late night talks, going for competitions with them, and so on. I really enjoyed the life before the world pandemic happened, when I get to attend classes physically, but I took it for granted because I was a sleepyhead and I used to skip classes, and I'm really regretting it right now. I also went through heartbreaks, like I lost some friendships and people who are very close to my heart. But as I said earlier, always look on the brighter side. Everything happens for a reason, right? So through these challenges, I learned a lot of lessons. As I mentioned earlier, marketing and tourism was not my first choice major. However, I still can apply the theories that I've learned here in my future career. If I could turn back the time, I would definitely change my major, attend all my classes, participate more in co-curricular activities, and never take anything for granted. Before pandemic, I was staying on campus where I had not many things to do, so I kept myself occupied by spending time with my friends during break time, exercising every morning and studying in the evenings. So I have to agree that I really enjoyed my uni days before pandemic happened. If you ask me if I will study again, yes, I may further my studies in the future. Maybe after a year or so, I would do my masters. But this time I'll get help from my lecturers to choose my major wisely. After my graduation, my first step is to get a job in my desired career path, which is to become an actress in Tamil movie industry, be it in Malaysia, Singapore or India. But Malaysia will be my first choice, as it is very hard to travel to other countries during COVID-19, right? So to secure this career path, I start sending my CVs along with my previous acting videos to the production companies next month to get interviewed and auditioned by them. I will make sure that I improve on the required and related skills to my career to become more involved in the industry. Also, I will give my best to entertain the audiences, to keep my demand high and keep getting more chances to act. This is how I can succeed in the film industry. The message that I would tell my future self is, Suguna, this is your life. You do what makes you happy and do not regret it later. It's okay to get advices from other people, but you have to decide on your own whether the decision that you're going to make will benefit you in the future and keep you happy. And do not take anything for granted. Live every moment of your life without regrets. Appreciate what you have before time makes you appreciate what you had. And finally, if acting is your passion, do whatever it takes and go all out to become the best version of yourself and shine the brightest in the industry. Overall, I learned a lot of new things through this unit, which helped me in many ways. Like, I get to assess myself via the self-employability tool, play Minecraft and be creative, and get a chance to lay out my 5-year plans through the Odyssey plans, and so on. So I will take all the good lessons that I learned and leave all the negativities behind. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay happy always.